What's up, guys? Ice Boy here. So my dog, Chenkov, one of my patrons, very generous offer. Thank you, sir, for your contributions. I think he's donating 10 shekels a month. Hell yeah. May the Creator bless you and keep you, and may your finances be blessed. But nonetheless, he kind of quit Diablo 2 Resurrected for a little while. He found all that he wanted to find, all sorts of godly as fuck gear. He started handing it out to noobs, and then he offered me some. And I don't really intend to use it for my general gameplay, but basically I just wanted to make a few videos with Infinity, for example, in this situation. So yeah, he had an Infinity. And I wanted to try it on the Mercenary. Holy shit. That's pretty tight. Yeah, look what he's doing to the enemies. Ooh. If only that were Bamke's. But, here's the thing. I've read into constant debate over this, alright? Some say that Pride is the best item on a Summon Necros Mercenary. Some say that Insight is. It's just really convenient. Some say that... What's the other one? Yeah, basically Pride or Infinity, I think, are kind of the go-tos. Of course, you could have an Act 5 Mercenary with Beast, or you could wield Beast yourself. In fact, many would probably argue that. You need Infinity or Pride on your MERC, and you need to wield Beast on your Necromancer. Now, I didn't take any of those routes, but I am going to try having Infinity on the Mercenary because it helps a lot. This is often underlooked. It pierces enemy physical resistance, alright? Conviction. So it doesn't just pierce their lightning, fire, and cold resistance, but it also pierces physical resistance. So basically, you need far less attack rating to have the same hit chance on enemies. Or in your Skeletons example, your Skeletal Warriors, they have a greater chance of hitting enemies. So this applies to basically every enemy in the game. Bosses included. So it can be pretty important. You know, you want them to hit more frequently because, as many of us know, minions miss, and so do our main characters, so it's something to consider. I haven't played this mod in several days now. I've been away just doing other things, and I'm kind of looking forward to Project Diablo 2 Season 4. And I know that's kind of a mixed bag for you guys. Some of you guys are really excited to play Project Diablo 2 Season 4, and some of you don't want to play it at all, and you just think Resurrected is now the way to play Diablo 2. I mean, of course, I bitched about a lot of things in regard to Resurrected, so I don't really intend to do that in this video. But I like where Project Diablo 2 is going with things, and they really mix shit up, so I'm going to try that out when it comes out. Other than that, I mean, there are things to be had here, obviously. I haven't played Classic for a long time, up until D2R released, a month or two ago. So, this is one example of what's nice about Classic. Corpse Explosion is overpowered as fuck. Now, many would probably see it as a negative, but, I mean, it's fun, man. Just popping these corpses, just watching shit die all around you. I mean, look at this shit. Holy shit. That's something you just can't do in PD2. Nearly to that extent with such shitty gear and skills, especially. Because, you know, they try to balance shit out. Yeah, Corpse Explosion is overpowered as fuck. And there can be some allure to that. So let me know what your opinions are regarding that matter in the comments below. So I'm going to show you my Necromancer's gear. And I'm going to try some Chaos real quick. And we're going to take a look-see. And see how well this Infinity does. And maybe I'll refrain from using Corpse Explosion for a few moments. And we'll just see how the minions are doing. So, yeah, it's level 12 Conviction. Here's the roll. It's important to keep in mind that the negative 54% enemy lightning resist, of course, only applies to your Mercenary's damage and the lightning damage that he emits. Alright, that doesn't factor in at all against the lightning damage you're using or your minions. So really, this mod is pretty fucking useless. Alright, I mean, it ranges from, what, 50 or 45 to 55, something like that. I don't give a fuck what it rolls when it comes to that. because your mercenary, it's not killing a lot. I mean, it matters to some extent, as you saw in Act 1, he was killing Fallens. And for low HP enemies like those, you know, it's nice to have a higher number here. But it's just really, it's not that important. Of course, it is nice to have a higher pierce, however, you know, because on your mercenary is just pounding a little bit more. I mean, but nonetheless, 45 is a pretty fucking high pierce, especially when it's coupled with a level 12 conviction. It just does GG damage. But alright, I'm going to teleport to the Cast Sanctuary. Here's my gear. Because I have a teleport staff on Switch that I bought from merchants. There's Homo. Homo's quite nice. Hell yeah. Oh shit, I just popped my minions. Okay, there's the teleport staff. Here's the Mercenary with Infinity, Treachery, Non-Eth, and G-Face, I guess. So he doesn't have any life leech. So here's what I do with this teleport staff. It's quite convenient. But of course I have to resummon my minions when I'm done. So, I go over here, it has 48 charges. Sometimes I usually try to run a lot of it, like so. Shit. There we go. It's probably better just to hold down right click and just hope for the best. Alright. So. It's kind of a struggle right here. I'm gonna do some killing first. Get my minions up. Hell yeah. Now that conviction aura is quite toad. Because the thing is, alright, here's the raw damage from my minions. No amp damage on. I mean, shit, I probably should cast amp damage. Just trying to kind of showcase what it can do. Okay, so here's amp damage. No corpse explosion. Oh, pretty tight, you know? I mean, they're hitting like motherfuckers, basically. So let me know in the comments, what's your experience? Do you feel like Pride is in general faster, more optimal for a summon necro? Or do you feel like Infinity is? Now, there's other things to factor in, of course. Are you doing group play? If you're doing group play, generally, you'll probably want Infinity. I mean, unless if you're with a group of hog barbarians or zealots or things like that. But yeah, let me know what your experience has been. Now, another thing to note is that, remember, Conviction pierces elemental resistances. So, Corpse Explosion is actually 50% fire damage. Alright, of whatever damage it might be doing. So, you're really going to pierce the shit out of their fire resistance if Infinity's on your Mercenary and it's applied to the enemy that Corpse Explosion is affecting upon cast. So, that's something to factor in. Because you're not going to get that with a Pride Merc. You're not going to be piercing the shit out of their fire res as you would, say, if they had Infinity on them, rather. And it actually breaks the Doom Knight's fire immune. Alright, so what... Oh, wow. What you normally would be doing, like, 0 damage to them when it comes to the fire aspect of your Corpse Explosion, you're now doing probably a lot of damage now. You're popping the shit out of those corpses. But yeah, check this out, dog. Hell yeah. Yeah, D2R is actually pretty fucking fun. Depending, you know. And yeah, I mean, I straight up took this handout. But like I said, fuck. I mean, how am I going to go back from not using this at this point, though? I mean, Infinity's toad. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I should just make a fucking iron golem out of it. Hope for the best, and that shit'll probably die from Diablo first kill. Then I'll have to find my own. Hell yeah. Godly iron golem Infinity. But alright, another important thing to factor in, and I know some of you dogs are probably going to point this out, Skeletal Mage. However, he's a little bitch. Alright, their damage is so fucking shitty. In fact, you know what Ice Dog should do? Ice Dog should unsummon all the warriors, and we'll see the difference in damage from the Skeletal Mages. Alright, stay tuned. I'm going to do that in a future video. Because that'll make a good video. I'm going to compare the mage damage from Infinity with Infinity on the Merc and the mage damage without Infinity on the Merc. Alright, I'm cheating, doing corpse explosion, so here we go. Yeah, but it's quite unfortunate how the mages, I mean, they really suck ass. I don't want to sugarcoat it, alright? You guys know that Ice Dog is a hunted with you guys, so I don't want to sugarcoat that shit. The mages suck ass. I mean, I can't think of a more technical way to say it. They fucking suck ass. They do shitty damage. They die really easy. And I was dumb enough to experiment. I knew better. I knew not to experiment with them. And I pumped them up. Alright? And they still suck ass. I barely even noticed a difference in damage with 1 hard point in them to like 20 or 15 hard points in them. 14 hard points, I think is what I did. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this. Tanner Gore Rod or some shit? Hey, yeah. Collector's item. Fuck it, that's an Iron Golem item. I don't really see why it would be, but... Godly Fire Res. Oh! Okay, I made him out of the Colossus Blade. Oh, what a toad. Alright. But yeah, this is... Oh, fucking shit. That wand can get your ass killed. Alright, Faza hooked me up with it. Thank you, sir. It's a generous gift. I mean, it's actually quite useful. Oh, shit. The slug of an axe. Fuck yeah. Can you make Oath? I think you can make Oath in these. Oh, shit. Could have me a GG Frenzy Barbarian. No, subpar GG. But okay, here's just the skeletal damage, no corpse explosion. And the MERC as well, of course. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's pretty slow. Alright, now, to compare this to Project Diablo 2, for example, your corpse explosion is very shitty, but your skeletons are actually all very viable. Alright? So it's a different play style. You gotta pump up your ant damage for it to be more viable in PD2. So basically, your summons are doing a lot more damage, and they're all useful. I mean, your mages are actually useful. They're very useful. Alright? So yeah, it's a different style, alright? Which, I mean, it's tough, because I actually like popping corpses, and now I'm pretty used to it. And it's just appealing, I think, just trying to get a bunch of points into this, you know, from gear and stuff. Because a higher level, of course, it always does the same damage from level 1 onwards. But the radius increases, so you can just wipe out the screen. Look at that godly little toad Iron Golem now. No, that weapon's really a piece of shit, but... I mean, it's better than making some magic item. So another fun thing about the necro, just all the experimental things you can do. Another thing is, like, how my Mercenary no longer has Insight on, right? Insight was nice. You could just make a cheap Insight, you know, just any random 40s pull you find. Just make it out of that, you know? I mean, unless your Iron Golem just never dies and make it out of a good one. But what is it? Ral Tur Tal Sal? You know, just make an Insight and spawn your Iron Golem out of it. Look at this, they're kicking his ass. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Absolute toad. Ooh. Yeah, this game's toad. And you know what, guys? I mentioned this a few videos ago, but after that video, I actually didn't order the computer. Well, I did order it, but apparently my account had some limit on it, where I had to call the bank first, so it didn't go through. But I ordered another computer now. And less specs. It doesn't have the 3070, it has the 3060. I was like, I don't really need the 3070. So my plan is, I'm going to try to get a better graphic card when the 4000 series comes out, or whatever is expected later this year. And yeah, I probably won't be able to get on. There'll probably be shortages and shit. But the 3060, I think, will hold me over just fine. For probably years. Alright? it'll run this game. I mean, shit, they say it runs it on max settings, you know, a decent FPS, so whatever that all means, we'll see. We'll find out. But yeah, so I have that coming in the mail, and I should be getting it like a week and a half from now, so sucks I gotta wait, but that's gonna be fun as fuck. I'm gonna get a new PC, 3060 on it, RTX, because this one has the GTX 970, alright? According to the bench performance, the 3060 is about like 98 times more effective, all right, than the one that I have in it now. I mean, so it's going to have like, you know, twice the power all around. So that'll be good. Turn on higher settings because, I mean, look at this. It's a shitty. Medium? Oh, I didn't even know I had it on medium. All this low shit, all this low bullshit. Low, 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 just... So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that, but... If you dogs will, like the video, hit the thumbs up button. More videos to come. Let me know what you think of this Infinity and the MERC so far. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me as you have. And thank you, Chenkov. It looks like he's my most recent patron. I think that's how you say it. For supplying me with some items, and shit, he gave me a bunch of other items, so I might experiment with some of them. Alright, some of the other ones. But yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Peace be with you.